Are you at a point where you're trying to decide if you should buy a stick or should you go with a controller? So let me tell you, I've been in that situation before, and I'm gonna give you some tips and probably give you a clear perspective on what's better. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into this video. First of all, why do you even need a stick? Is it because you've seen pros using one? If you actually played with it, you like how it feels? Or do you think it'll give you better inputs and automatically make you better at fighting games? If that's your reason, let me just stop you right there. You're pretty much wrong. So for perspective, a controller, which most of us have been using since childhood, is already something you're comfortable with. Your hands know how to move around it. You probably played so many different games with it. Most of us play like COD and just like GTA. There's a lot of games, so you already know how to play with a controller. So let me ask you this: why do you even play Tekken? Are you a casual player or looking to go pro? Because here's the thing: if you're casually playing, Tekken get really boring. If you don't have any friends to play with, and I've been there, you get tired, it becomes a bit boring. That's why you really need to think about what's your main goal before spending that much money on a stick. Sticks are expensive if you haven't seen the prices, like goddamn. And if something breaks, which it does, mostly the joystick will wear down and you have to repair some buttons here and there. If you buy a stick basically early on and end up quitting Tekken after a couple of months, that stick is just gonna sit in the corner collecting dust. That's like $200 wasted. That's why my recommendation is pretty simple. Start with the controller. I use the PS4 DualSense controller, and it's pretty much a good controller. Like, the D-pad is still working perfectly fine. I've been molesting this controller, to be honest, but it holds up pretty well. It's been like a year. And yeah, another thing to keep in mind is playing with on stick can be physically tiring. You have to do big movements for even simple things like doing a sidestep, and when you play with a stick you'll be like, yo, this thing is literally hurting my hands. I wouldn't say stick is pretty easy. Much more tiring than using a controller. If you played with one, you probably know what I'm saying. Your hands literally get cramped up so bad. And also remember, if you go for a stick, you're not just learning Tekken, you're learning how to use the stick, how to master your character, and how to deal with your freaking opponent's character. That's a lot at once, especially for a beginner. For intermediate players, maybe it makes sense. But if you're already comfortable with the controller and have been using previous controllers in your past life and doing pretty well, I don't think it's worth switching just for the sake of it. So here's my advice: if you're a brokey like me, go with a controller, learn the game first, and if you still love Tekken and want to try something new, then yeah, go for the stick. But in the beginning, don't overthink it. Just go for the controller, put in some work, see what happens, test the waters, whatever, and later on decide if you go with the stick or not. You're not gonna regret that option. So hope my little bit of advice helped. If you want to see more videos like this, give a sub and be sure to like this video. It'll help the algorithm push this further ahead so I can help more guys like you. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video then. Bye bye.